I'm trying to run away from the pressures or the crowds or the people, I go to that quiet place and I disconnect and I take time with myself. I wouldn't say that it's a selfish place necessarily, because it's a time that I think about other people. I think about my life, I think about my surfing, I think about nature. It's just a time to hear my thoughts and to organize them in the best way I can. My name is Sage Erickson. I'm 26 years young. I'm from Ojai, California, and I'm a professional surfer. When I was younger, I never really thought about what I wanted to be. And the more that I started to surf, I just never wanted to leave the ocean. I was that typical surf rat that wanted to go to the beach before school and after school because the waves are good. There's something so surreal about being in the water and getting those best waves. I never wanted to leave that behind. I would say my one obsession outside of surfing is artwork. I love everything that goes into a piece. And my favorite thing is drawing on my surfboard because of its smooth surface. My life is so quick going and there's so many planes and trains and automobiles and waves to catch. When I'm doing my artwork, all of that disappears. It's my time to separate myself from those stresses. And without art, I don't think I would have professional surfing. It's taken me years to figure out what the exact process is that I go through to create the pictures I do on my boards, but I generally start with a rough sketch with a pencil so that I do have the ability to erase. I love the forgiveness that a pencil gives. After that, I do a slight black outline just so that I could really see my edges. Because I'm not the best at detail, that's where coloring comes in. You can blend colors and that gives it depth. I choose to paint things that represent, strength or leadership, kind of something that reminds me of the attributes I want to have in a surf contest. It could be scary, the waves could be big, but looking down beneath me and seeing something that represents everything that I want to be gives me that extra bit of encouragement that I can do it and I can win. I spend the majority of my life outside, so whether that's in the ocean or in the hills. And the colors that I see definitely inspire the colors I put on my surfboard. Each shade brings a different emotion or feeling to a piece and into my life also. And I think surrounding myself with those feelings on my board just brings everything together that beauty and nature has to bring. As you notice, the world has so much detail. I love the texture of the water moving with emotion and a rhythm that has nothing to do with me or what I want. And I love the complete surrender that I feel that I'm in something extremely more powerful than I am. Not knowing what's around the next wave or coming in the next set, I get to anticipate what is next in the unknown. Art to me is subconscious. The sounds that I hear, my eraser touching the surface and erasing something that I drew wrong. Or when my paint pen overbleeds into something that I didn't intend for it to, but it's made a special detail that I love. The skimming of my hand across the surface of a board after I paint it and it's waxed. There's so many little elements and textures and things that come into an art piece besides the actual drawing. I think in life I love beautiful things. I love that I can travel the world and surf, be embraced by so many different cultures that inspires me, and then I can translate that onto my surfboard. I love the start to the finish and the finale that you get to see. And I can look at the board and remember what it made me feel at that time and carry it with me the rest of my way around the world.